Agility India shares surged around 10% as investors cheered for the company's strong performance in the July to September quarter, marked by growth across all key parametrics. The company reported a 30.5% growth on year in its net profit to 164 crore, while revenue grew around 21% to 1325 crore. Shares of beleaguered telecom player Vodafone Idea jumped after the Union Cabinet approved the waiver of bank guarantees for telecom operators. This waiver will be applied to spectrum acquired by telecom operators in auctions held before 2022, reports said. This move, aimed to reduce the financial burden on the telecom sector, stands to benefit Vodafone Idea the most as it owes the government over 24,700 crore on bank guarantees. HAL shares rose after JP Morgan initiated coverage on Indian defense stocks, foreseeing a long runway of structural growth for the sector. While the firm assigned an overweight call for Bharat Electronics and Hindustan Aeronautics, industry peer Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders received a neutral rating. JP Morgan also anticipates strong growth in defense production as well as exports, which make these stocks an even more lucrative bet. Hitachi Energy India shares zoomed 8% after a consortium between the company and BHEL bagged a contract from the Power Grid Corporation of India. The consortium has been awarded the contract for the establishment of over 800 6,000 megawatt high voltage direct current terminal stations at Khavda Pooling Station and Nagpur for the evacuation of renewable power from the Khavda region in Gujarat to Nagpur in Maharashtra. Shares of food delivery and quick commerce major Swiggy surged about 8% today after international brokerage UBS initiated coverage on the counter with a buy recommendation, citing robust growth prospects for the company. With a buy rating and a target price of Rs 515, the brokerage forecasts nearly 27% upside from current closing levels on the exchanges. According to UBS, Swiggy is well positioned for growth, currently trading at a 35% discount to its peer Zomato. The Adani pack, especially Adani Green Energy, fell sharply in trade today. This comes after most Adani stocks saw a modest recovery on Friday and a few stocks saw some recovery on Monday, following a sharp sell-off on November 21 that wiped out 2.2 lakh crore in market capitalization of the conglomerate's listed shares. The sharp sell-off stemmed from allegations by US prosecutors that Gautam Adani and other Adani executives orchestrated a $250 million bribery scheme in order to secure solar contracts in India. Acme Solar Holdings shares took a hit and plunged on the back of a sharp decline in the company's Q2 net profit. Consolidated net profit for the July to September period dropped about 60% on year to about 15 crores, a sharp downturn from the 39 crores it reported in the same quarter last fiscal. The drag in net profit was mainly on account of lower revenue. Raymond Limited shares fell about 4% amid profit booking as the apparel and real estate players' stocks surged about 20% over the past two sessions. The shares had gained after the firm got its no objection letter from the BSE and NSE for the demerger and listing of its realty business, Raymond Realty. This milestone comes about 2 months after the company completed the demerger of its lifestyle business, marking another restructuring within the Raymond Group. Shares of GE Vernova at T&D India were locked in a 5% lower circuit as its promoter, Grid Equipments, announced its plan to divest about 8.38% of the company's paid-up equity share capital. The promoter has set a floor price of about Rs 1,550 per share for the offer for sale. BSE shares fell in trade, down about 5%. The drop in BSE shares followed a Bloomberg report that suggested that India's leading stock exchange might face profit pressures due to proposed regulatory changes in the ownership structure of clearing corporations.